bit more. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to run and get in.
Go.
Freeze! Freeze! Hi, babe.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
So right before he passed away, he asked me for this picture. We had taken some family photos at Maddie's at Christmas time. And there's this one photo where and this was a frequent photo that we would end up taking, he'd kind of grab me like in a hug, and it's kind of a sideways hug, and like he'd have his head right up against mine, just kind of like trying to climb on my lap almost or something.
The video begins with a series of overly emotional moments caught on tape. Not just was today's episode emotional, but it made history as well. During the simple ceremony for their son Garrison Brown, everyone in the Brown family was united, and the tension between them faded. The main concern was to say a last goodbye. The shot features people fishing and family moments, as well as old images of Garrison. His friends and relatives met in Wyoming only to lay their son, brother, and friend to rest, not because of drama. Even during that time of sorrow, tiny rays of light appeared, going fishing with my kids as a group. The three would laugh together as friends. I couldn't get the feeling of Garrison out of my mind. Christine said, "We didn't take enough pictures while he was once here." It is especially tough to deal with that. There are times when the most important events surprise you out of nowhere. Still, this episode was not only a goodbye. Cody finally realized the truth about himself. He wanted Janelle to grant him permission to dig the grave. She also agreed with me. Noticing Cody covered in dirt and looking sad, you understand? There was no real reason behind the family tradition. That was his way of atoning for his actions. Sometime before, he had hurt his family. Now, he was guiding his son back home using nothing more than his hands. "This is the last thing I can do for him," Cody said. "We should mourn instead of just paying respects." Not every urn looks the way she did. Its shape was similar to a Viking ship. Garrison cherished the tradition and lore of the Norse people. That's because he had spent his life in war and was a battle-hardened figure. Mitch, Camille's brother-in-law, put the house up with his hands alone. The family was never on the grass to practice a ritual. The urge was to feel the earth, to notice the way Garrison reconnects with it. Christine says that Janelle rarely expresses herself in this manner. During that moment, she went beyond being a mother who had lost her child. She did her best to remain firm as her whole life came crashing down around her. Each one of them slowly stepped in front of the others. Logan, Madison, Gabe. They brought unique things within themselves: military tags, childhood photos, thoughts tied up in sadness and self-esteem. Garrison was able to reconnect a family who was almost torn apart by death. Janelle stated, "The urn weighed quite heavily in my hands. When I gave him the paper, it was before we called it quits. We had only one role in their lives, to be their parents." That sentence? That is what we hear when someone is healing. Christine expressed it in the simplest way. "I live day by day, with each moment greatly impacting me. I will not be as concerned with your emotions anymore, just hope." And Garrison left exactly one thing: hope. Did you have any feelings from watching this episode? Comment below. You have been enjoying Drama Unfiltered. Keep reading to see the emotions and events that take place lurking behind the headlines.